So for my AAC, I decided to do a physical copy for Malik, and it's not online. I just decided it'd be better to have him like something physical that he can always have around, and this would be laminated, and this would have like a little like thing in the back that you can like flip kind of, and so for customizations, he would be able to make the front page like his own. I just kind of did random stuff just to give you an idea. So he'd have his name, maybe his favorite colors, his favorite snacks, if he has a cat or a dog or like a pet, his favorite weather, like anything that he could do on the front to make it more best suited for him. There wasn't a lot of information on the case study about his interests and like dislikes and all that. So I kind of just made up little ideas that you could go for it and change as you go through. So for the functional behaviors, I have just the simple one. Since he is very, very low, he basically is functioning at a 3-year-old level. I did the symbols because he said that he understood symbols for functional activities such as the bathroom, snack, and drink. And then I added one more on since he does require needing help for dressing. That's another functional life thing. So I decided to add on another symbol that he could learn. And then for social, he works in the cafeteria and the school store. And they said that he would better understand with photos. So these are just obviously clip photos, but you could have Malik go up to like the cafeteria, the school store he works, and take his own picture so he knows. So I just made an example. So like that would be the picture of the school cafeteria. And his jobs are stocking the snack shelf there, and then his other job is snacking the bookshelf in the school store. But I decided to do that so he could point to that. This is the action that he's typically doing. And I did some different types of snacks that he could be stacking there. And I decided that it'd be a good idea for him to maybe express interest or things that he likes and doesn't like. I put down 2 hypothetical snacks that he might like. So maybe he likes cupcake or popcorn and pretzels, but he doesn't like cupcakes. So I'll show you further on what I did for that. Same thing goes for the school store. That would be the picture of the school store. There's a picture of someone actually physically putting in books or stocking the shelves. And then I just did 3 different books that you might see, and 2 that he likes and 1 that he doesn't. And this is for the social aspect because they do say that he has trouble interacting with his peers and they have a hard time understanding him. But this is like a way for him to actually physically input it. Like he does point and he's able to like nod and all that. But this is just a little bit more specific and might give him a little bit more freedom and range and understanding when talking to maybe other students that might be helping him in these areas. So I thought that would be a good idea. I also did this just to make it more like specific instead of just the nodding and all that. I did the I love, so you could I love, I don't love, and then let's say he doesn't love baseball, so like that. I don't like the baseball books or whatever, something like that. I thought that would be good for his social aspect. And then it said some things that he's working on as a student academically is letter and number identification, since he is very low still, even though he's 8. So I thought I'd keep it pretty simple and basic and just give him along with this a chart of all the different types of letters and numbers 1 through 10. So for all the different letters, I know he does have a hard time understanding symbols, but you could go through each of these and maybe do like a different symbol for different things that he relates. So let's say, oh, this is a cookie, like over here for C. Maybe he loves cats, so you could do a picture of a cat so he'll understand. That's just like another way you could customize it, which I thought was a good idea. And then for the numbers, like he'll probably be doing very basic, very low level math skills. So I'm assuming like number identification, and like simple addition, simple subtraction, stuff like that. So, like 1 + 1, 2, like 1 + 1, 2, stuff like that. When I worked with my girl that was in ESY, she was very low and she could only do basic addition, and she was 11, and I would have little printouts of numbers and she would be able to point to it. And along with this, obviously I don't have it on here, but there would be manipulatives he could use with this to better understand. So yeah, I thought that would be a really good idea. It's simple. It's not too hard to use considering the level that he's at. It has all the different things that he needs. The social part could definitely be changed in and out frequently, which I think is important. Yeah. And I think that the shift from moving from symbols to pictures is also a big thing to go for. And another customization that I also added in there was, since he does have poor fine motor skills, I wanted to make it like a physical thing, because I feel like sometimes on the iPad it's really hard to like press or whatever. And this would be give him like the option of a pointer, and pointers can come in different types of styles. If we could shift it towards like one of his interests, then again, I don't know what they are, but let's say he's really into dogs or cats. You could get pointers that are shaped like a cat paw. Like, I'm sure you've seen one of them. I've seen different types of things, such as like food, like a corn pointer, different things that would make him more interested in it. Also, I did a white background for these, but depending on how much he likes color and how much that like affects him visually, I thought that would be a good idea, like to use maybe different construction paper, like guided towards one of his favorite colors. So if he was into blue, you could do a blue background, stuff like that. But yeah, I thought it was a cool assignment.